Okay, and we're back again.
You're on a path.
Yep.
You're here.
Yep. What if I go in without the knife again, and I just try and talk to her without the knife? I tried to talk to her with the knife. Let's see if I can try and talk to her, like, in full without the knife.
You make your way. We're not going to go through with this.
I know.
Ignore him.
You're fine. Don't even worry about it. I want to talk to her without the knife. I want to see if she's more, like, if she gives me more information without being cold and cynical.
The interior of the blade.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
The door to her voice.
Hello?
Is don't let it fool.
Blah, blah, blah. Hi. Hi.
Don't be a stranger.
Yep, I know.
It's been so
I know.
long since I've had any visitors. Please.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the... She's
Hi.
beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay...
Hi.
I would love to. Let's talk first.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to talk first. Hi. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Oh god, it would just be like... Princess, come here to rule over the land of land. Welcome to Kingdom. This is my jester. My royal knight. Oh lord. Ah. So Princess is your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Valid.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Listen. You could interpret it as that, or you can interpret it as she literally can't lie to you. She just chose not to lie. Because she could lie and say Princess Rachel or something like that. Like, she could have lied and gave us any name. She didn't lie to us. Because she doesn't have to lie to us. Okay. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
What reason?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah, I was sent here to slay you? Yeah, apparently you're supposed to end the world. I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Maybe she got DoorDash, Lamau.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping you would tell me. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, like, there were no other questions that I could really ask, so fuck it.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Unfortunately,
Maybe
not.
it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
Yeah, I'll go check out there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be here.
You attempt. Is someone else here?
Nope.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam.
Yep.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She
okay.
rips her flesh. It's the blade or you won't like.
Let's see if I get the damsel again. If I get the damsel again, then maybe I'll slay her in damsel form.
Fine. Again you cut. The blade is sharp. Her lip. She didn't so much as utter a sound. No. She smiles. How is she?
Thank you.
Yeah, come on.
No. We won't have us the prince. Wait. This. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Wait. What? Interesting. Oh, interesting. Oh. That's intriguing. I can't warn her this time. Okay. Sorry, sweetheart.
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with
shit.
the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Okay.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Chapter 2, The Witch. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
Yep.
here to...
Hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Opportunist! Hello, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the party.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Well, it's easy to keep secrets from you if we just don't tell you.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Totally, sure. Come on.
A warning.
Yep.
She will lie.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Oh, you little shit. Don't even start. Come on.
The interior
Whoa.
of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Huh.
The blade is your
Mirror? Mirror on the wall?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Should I take the blade or not take the blade? I think she's gonna 100% try and pounce on me. You know, I'll take it. Just in case she attacks, then I'll just slay into self-defense. But I'll let it be in self-defense rather than using it against her.
You take the blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
Unless she already knows.
That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Interesting description.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else.
No, narrator, you're not the first I've dealt with.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Opportunists, don't be so naive.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
You know, a lot of people like hearing themselves talk.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
Okay.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
Hi. You look a little different, my dear.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
We do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yep. This would be my 6th time?
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
It's not behind us yet, opportunist.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Hmm. Hmm. The blade isn't for you, not for killing you. We've got to get you out. I mean, yeah, if we can somehow get you out of there because there's no key.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Fair enough.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me. Duh! Hmm. Interesting. Not sure what to do with the situation. She's free. We could just straight up leave. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. We could fix the broken... Because I couldn't do anything about, like, attacking her. And if she does recognize we betrayed her, just leaving with her probably is not a good idea. My worry is that if we just leave, she'll just claw at our throat. I stabbed her in the back. It wasn't intentional. Fair. If he tries to control us, we won't have the blade. If we try to leave, he won't be able to force us to stab her. That makes sense, actually, because he tries to stab her. He tries to make us stab her. So here, take the blade. At this point, you do what you need to do with it.
You can't be serious.
Better her have it than you making me stab her with it. I learned last time you made me stab her with it.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
If she uses it to kill us, then so be it. I mean, we did kind of betray her. It wasn't our fault, but we did kind of betray her.
As do I. Abstain?
I'm the one in control here.
You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
Because if I keep the blade, you're going to make me stab her. I don't want to stab her.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
Okay.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Well, one, I don't want the narrator making me stab you. And two, gesture of goodwill.
What do you think happens now?
One, you're beautiful, my dear. I mean, let's see. It's up to you. That's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regretted it. So now it's your turn to choose. We're both scared. We're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. I mean, I did say this. You're beautiful, and I actually want to save you. We're both scared. We're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. You want that? I don't. We can be better than this. That's up to you. That's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. Now it's your turn to choose. I did naturally say this one first. It sounds shallow saying you're like, I didn't naturally say that is a shallow response. That is a shallow response. That is a very shallow response. I could say it naturally, but when you think about it, it's kind of shallow. And I think because this is our third time, she's recognizing that this is not like a normal occurrence. So I think, yeah. I don't think it's going to change her mind what she wants to do. But I think she recognizes that, like, we betrayed her and now, like, it's in her power to make the choice to kind of continue the cycle of revenge.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
You know, I was expecting that.
What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Okay.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. Okay, so we have a third chapter now. All right. The Thorn. The Thorn?
You're on a
What the
path
fuck?
in the woods. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted.
Hold on, stop. I can't believe she actually stabbed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Sure, let's continue that.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Smitten buddy! So glad you're here!
Ho ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
Damn, Smitten, that was kind of deep. I mean, thinking about that, yeah. It's kind of reflective. It kind of makes sense that Smitten is here. Because talking about romance in such a deep way, it makes sense. Because if you hurt the one you love and you kind of show your fear and insecurity by giving back that power and letting them have that moment of power, it begins a relationship of trying to understand each other. And yeah, you've hurt each other, but it's a matter of being able to trust in one another to change and be better and go beyond what you've done to each other and try and be better than what you've done. So it kind of makes sense. Smitten, you deep son of a bitch! I love it!
I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us.
I mean, she did kind of stab us, so it makes sense.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but...
I think this is more of a healing journey. We technically betrayed her first, and then she betrayed us when we gave her power. So this is kind of a road of just meeting in the middle of like, you hurt me, I hurt you, let's figure out how we can move on from here.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence.
Perhaps.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
And you haven't been saying a single word, narrator.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Sorry, I scrolled Dolores. So much attention. So much attention, my baby girl.
Oh, are you now?
Totally.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Sure. Twice.
Yeah, twice.
Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
But why? Sure, we can see how dangerous she is, but why is she dangerous in your eyes?
You don't have to worry about me. My head's always empty. Except the thoughts of her.
I hope you don't think I'm planning on freeing her after she stabbed me in the heart. Screw the cabin. What happens if we just leave? You're sure as you taking the whole looping thing in stride. Yeah, we're gonna free her. Come on.
Please don't.
Please, why?
You can't stop all of us, you villain. Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's see what she has to say. Stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top.
You know, opportunities that make sense.
Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
But that's just rude. That's just fucking rude. Smitten really said head empty, no thoughts, only princess. You seem to be taking the whole looping thing in stride.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
According to you, probably around, 6 times?
So you knew this could happen? Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think.
Oh, if only the world felt like that.
Then we can all move on, and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already. I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
The chat has decided to give the protagonist the name Raven. Okay, so we're Raven. Interesting. Okay. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through. Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Oh, wow.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Why is this surrounded by thorns with Red flowers. I don't think these are roses. These are just flowers. Wow.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her.
Why can't we just talk about her? Look at poppy flowers? Okay.
Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
No, it might be.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
I just realized something. I haven't saved at all. I need to save. Oh my god. I had not saved a single time. I'm a butt.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
I don't think I need to bring up the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features. It went away when we touched it last time. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Yeah.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
Okay.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished.
Oh.
Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
Huh.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
It could be symbolic of us approaching her and being unable to leave without some sort of pain. We can approach her, but trying to leave brings about a thorniness. Could be symbolic of that nature.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to free you, and I mean it.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here, and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Alright.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Jesus Christ, honey!
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Hey, honey.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. No. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
No, I get it. I've been in your position before, honey. It's... God, the symbolism of this relationship is so interesting in this route. The fact that we hurt her and then she hurt us, and we're just kind of like in this cycle of just like unable to truly trust each other. Like, The first route, she was 100%, yes, I'll do whatever you say, I'll believe whatever you say, I'll do whatever you want. Second route is just like, it's all about blind trust. We blindly trusted her as she blindly trusted us to make sure that she got out of that cabin. Now it's like, how do we trust one another when we hurt one another? Like, wow, it's... God damn. I've been in this position. It's just kind of like, is you hurt me and I've hurt you. Like, how do we move on this? Like, how do we trust each other? Like, fuck.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Reach to the plea. Yeah, like, I'm also trapped here.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
I know.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yeah. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
I'm not gonna reach for it, I'm gonna ask for it. I don't think it's the time to reach for the blade. I think I'm gonna ask for it.
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for allowing me permission.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort.
I get it, you're scared. 100%. Trauma and mistrust does that. 100%. I get that, sweetie.
But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
She's allowing trust to happen. She doesn't trust us fully. Trusting us fully would have meant that we'd never harmed her before.
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. Feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out.
Really, opportunist?
Slay her. Right here, right now. She's
No.
never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
No!
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
You should eat my butt.
I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Come on, let's get out of here, sweetheart.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
You little... I'm gonna bonk you over the head with a hammer.
I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
I'm gonna ding him in the head with a hammer.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion. That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
Jesus.
You
Come on.
take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Narrator, back off.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Jesus Christ, opportunist. There you go.
The princess
Hey.
falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Yeah, I got you.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
If she allows it, you can't force a kiss like that. If she allows it. Is it okay to? Is she allowing it? Now that's the thing, I'm like, in this kind of a situation, is it okay to kiss her? Let me save. Yeah, let me save. I'm gonna save because I don't trust myself. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, I think in a normal circumstancing of understanding that this is a fictitious story, I would agree that kissing would be like the whole romantic fantasy happily ever after, sure. At the same time, this path symbolism is all about rebuilding that trust after betraying each other. A kiss without, like, asking for it. Like, for example, we had to ask for the knife. We had to ask for the blade. That already kind of, like, put a little wave flag onto me and be like, hey, this is about asking first. There cannot be any sort of without asking first in this situation. So as much as I agree we should kiss her, I think right now is not the time to kiss her. So yeah, yeah.
Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. You should have kissed her, you fool! It was the perfect moment!
Because we betrayed her first, she needs to be the one to initiate. It's not for me to initiate a kiss. It is on her to initiate. I can't be the one to be like, I'm gonna kiss her. If anything, there should have been an option to ask if we could kiss her. That would have been a better step forward. Either her initiating it or us asking if we could. Forcing a kiss, not a good option.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
We've already gotten a couple scrapes already. We're fine. We'll just cut through them.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
Are the thorns really not that deep?
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Really? There's an option to just step into the thorns rather than cut through them? Ooh, that's quite an interesting. Huh. I'm gonna step through them. Let's see if they actually are as dangerous as they are.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Ah, okay.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Not tell me the whole truth. Not give me enough information. Not telling me why she is such a threat. If all she is just the end of a story where it lives to a happily ever after, all stories end like this. And you are scared of just your story ending. And it's absolutely believable and absolutely understandable that you don't want your story and thus your world to end. All fictional characters have felt that. Everyone here in the world of fiction has felt that fear of our stories just ending. But they don't end, do they? We live on through the stories that are told multiple times through other people. That's why do you think such grand characters live on in the worlds of memory? Because even if our worlds around us end, even if our stories end, we are still remembered. We are still cherished and loved and never forgotten. It's natural to be afraid. We're still going to keep going. Because stories don't just end at happily ever after. Stories don't just end when you close the book, or turn off the TV, or stop the video, or stop the audio CD. They don't just end. They remain. That's why the world of fiction continues to live on. Despite the fact that technically our stories are over. We keep going. Because people remember us. Because people continue to hold the messages of our stories with them. The messages of our characters with them. I get you're afraid. If you really want to fight that hard, give me more information.
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn an innocent like her to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Come on.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
Well, my darling, I'm afraid you will join with an entity who will make you part of her, as you are part of her to begin with. When it's over, you technically will be free with her.
Well, where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
You do not get this chance to respond, nor will you ever. It is time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again.
Just trust me, we've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it. Finally. We're going places.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Interesting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart.
I understand.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts one another. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Okay. So you want to break out of this. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. What do you want me to bring you next time? Pure curiosity.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Ouch. Why did that one sting a little bit?
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Fair. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay. Alright.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.